Welcome in, everybody, to another episode of the DNVR Rapids Podcast. I'm your host, Mitchell Carroll, a.k.a. Merchel, a.k.a. never going back to school again, baby.
Are you done with school?
Took my last class today.
Let's go.
I walked out of there, fists in the air, felt like a bender walking out of detention. You know?
Dude, I was going to say John Stamos just because you're as good looking.
Wow! That's not true, but I do appreciate it. That guy that just complimented the heck out of me, that's super yaya.
Wow, that is crazy as how Judgmental Jim just brought up Hanya without any provocation as we were talking about.
We were literally talking about
just
Hanya
talking
within
about
the minute. So,
like this
pretty
whole
cool.
intro, we were talking about our boy Hanya.
Yaya, big Hanya guy.
Yeah, like the ya, dude. Anything with the ya.
Anything with the ya.
Anything that has the ya, I am their guy.
Yaya, Hanya.
Ya, not as much anymore.
Not anymore, no.
But
no.
this ya is all in on
This Yaya is
himself.
super, and he is all in on the yas. The other man next to me, you guys know him. You guys love him. A man with some fiery takes.
Fiery takes. What?
Take Town, Duane Brown.
Hi, everybody.
That sounds horrible.
Take Town?
Take
Take
down.
down.
I like it.
I'm not sold on it yet, but I'm also not.
Thanks,
here to judge.
Justin.
We're just brainstorming.
Appreciate you, my guy. Guys, we got a fun show today.
Do we?
We haven't had a studio show in 2 weeks,
That is actually very true.
right? We had our midweek last week because of Open Cup. We got that dub, got a winner's lounge, got a cup winner's
Dub, dub,
lounge,
dub, dub.
and which was fun as hell. We had a drawing room this weekend, a West Coast drawing room. So just
Dude, I
a
tweeted-
late scoreless draw.
I remember I tweeted this out, dude. Drawing rooms are starting to feel like my bedroom.
What do you mean?
It's
Where are we going
just
with this?
it's like it's been consistent, but at some point it's just getting kind of tired, you know? Like,
Yo, yeah.
like,
No, yep. That's all we're gonna go into that. Yeah.
Like at some point it's like it's consistent, but I'm not. I know that I'm putting in the work, but it's just getting tired at some point. Like
So guys, we got a show today. We're going to break up the season because really to us and to me, it's been there's been 10 games played, but really it is a story of 5 games and 5 games. Really, it's more a story of 4 games and 6 games, but for the sake of balance,
it's 5.
we're going to go 5 and 5. So we're going to break down the first 5. We're going to break down the second 5. We got a fun little game we're going to play for you Star Wars nerds out there. It's May the 4th. Perfect time to talk about that stuff. We are going to break that down in the third segment. We're going to look forward to LA Galaxy. But first, our man, Reporter Town Duane Brown, was in the field this week.
I love that you can put anything in front of Duane Brown.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that works.
It's easy to rhyme.
Yeah.
It's easy to rhyme.
Yeah. So, Duane,
Yeah.
on Tuesday, one of the coolest events, I think, that the Rapids do, not events,
Agreed.
things in
Partnerships.
the realm, is the Rapids Unified Team. And Tuesday, they had their signing event for the players.
Well, they're signed already.
Well, yeah, correct. But they're
Tuesday, they
unveiling.
signed a couple weeks ago. Tuesday, they had their media day.
That's what it was. It was media.
Super cool. So Rapids team or Rapids Unified. If you don't know what Rapids Unified is, a lot of people mistake it as the Colorado Special Olympics soccer team, and that is only partly true. The reason behind the Unified name is that the club or the team is made up of both folks with intellectual and challenges, and also without intellectual and challenges. So it's a cool way to not just diversify the team, but to get folks working together and learning how to cross those bridges and work together and support each other, all through playing soccer with the Rapids. So I've been watching for years. Ever since they've been playing, I've been going. It's super fun to watch. It's a great way to hang out after the Rapids 1 team and see some extra soccer. On Tuesday, I went over to Dick's Sporting Goods Park, got to see the team get their kits. It was really awesome just to see the squad arrive. with their families and see the excitement of the families being able to see their athlete get their gear on. And then the players went, they did their headshots, they did the video that you'll see on the screen for one, for the intros, for the starting, and then also for, goals scored and all that kind of cool stuff. Got to talk to some of the squad too.
Who was there? I know Lawless was there, right?
Oh yeah, from Rapid Squad. I was talking about Unified Squad.
Oh, okay, keep going.
Yeah, so Unified Squad.
Cooked.
Shout out to, I don't know if I remember everybody I talked to. Michael, Haley, Katie,
Shout out.
Azuri,
Shout out.
Chase.
Shout out.
So
The whole squad.
Jordan, I think that was the group that I hung out with the most.
That's awesome.
Just to talk to them about what they're excited for, what they think the squad's looking like. Every one of them I asked which team out of the teams we're playing this season are you looking forward to most? Unanimous RSL.
Let's
They
go. Let's get that cup, baby.
Sold on smashing RSL this
And
year.
so
which is
I
great.
believe last year the team got to fly to Salt Lake. They had the hotel, the bus, the locker
they
room,
travel.
the whole
Yep.
game day thing. And this year I think they're doing it even more than last year. I think it's maybe 2 or 3 times.
They
they're doing
play
it this year.
more games this year, but some of those games are switchbacks because it's an easy drive. But they are traveling. I can't remember where they travel. That's on me. I know the first
That's okay.
game is May 20th against RSL, so make sure you
Hey,
plan
we're
on
going.
staying.
We're going.
We're
the
gonna
three of us.
we're gonna support.
I
Unified
won't be
Club.
here, but I'll definitely be watching.
We're the 2 of us
They're
are going.
So come
Yaya's
support.
on vacation like a nerd. Just kidding. We're
Yeah,
happy for
but get
Yaya.
out there.
Where are you going?
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Get
I
a
said
break.
that really white.
It's well deserved.
Puerto Rico.
Well deserved.
Hey, that sounded great.
Yeah.
I'm never saying another Spanish word again on this podcast.
Querétaro?
Okay. Never again.
Yeah, and Rapids won. Lawless, Diego, Cole were all there.
Oh, that's cool as hell.
Supporting-
Lawless, man, I've never, we've all seen Lawless around, seen him in practice, games, post games, events with the team. I've never seen him in a better mood than when he's hanging out with the unified team and helping them
Oh,
out.
for
He
sure.
was always just so nice. Like
He's
to
the
anybody.
nicest
fun.
guy, and
Like-
it just cranks up to fucking 11
Yes.
Yeah.
when he's with the unified team.
He's
It is
super
so
fun.
cool. It is awesome. So, Duane, we're really happy that you
Dustin,
went.
Molly, I saw your thing there. Molly is the coach of the team. So
Yeah, super
not
cool.
just assisting, but she's the coach this season. So very cool.
Yeah, man, Duane, we're really happy you got to go out and do that. Man, so last week you were in the press box for the game with me, and then you went and covered the media day
Yeah.
for Unified. Look at you.
It's been fun.
Dwayne,
Been fun.
It's really funny because when I first started doing this, I kind of want to do that too,
Yeah.
media day and all that. I did it. Love everybody there. My personality is not made for those environments, dude. It truly isn't. I feel like I get too passionate or too much of a firecracker and I start doing things I shouldn't.
Oh, no.
And I don't have a filter sometimes, so it's maybe not for
Oh,
the best.
no.
In DNVR's interest for me to go out there.
I'm okay with it.
I'll take that. I'll take a bullet for the team.
No, it's awesome, man. It's been really fun. It's a nice opening of the season. So with that said, with the opening of the season, that is where we're going to start this discussion, guys. The first 5 games of the Rapids season. Brace yourselves for this part of the discussion because it will get better, but this first part,
Tad boy hours.
it's tough. It's tough. It's tough, my guy. Tough look for my guy. At Seattle, season opener. 0-0 to 4. Womp, womp, womp. Home,
a rough one.
SKC, 0-0. At San Jose, 0-1 loss. At home to Minnesota, 1-0 lead, 2-1 loss. And the loss of Jack Price. And then at Austin, and this is where the run really began, but like I said, for the sake of numbers, we're doing 5 and 5. The run begins here at Austin, 1-1 draw, beautiful late goal. Where I think this team kind of has found its most recent identity. Right.
Yep.
So looking at those games a little zoomed out, right? No wins, 2 draws, 3 losses, 2 goals scored. Bassett and Cabral, both assisted by our guy, Mikey B. The true savior of the Rapids season so far. Yarby, 8 goals allowed, 4 in the first game, so 4 across the next 4, 1 shutout against SKC at home. And of course, the Price season-ending injury. Did I miss anything else in that opening that you think sort of has defined where we're at now?
Yes.
What?
Formation.
Correct. That's a
Formation,
huge one.
yeah,
This is where we
formation,
saw
yeah.
the first signs of a successful 3-back.
And not just that, like formation and starting lineup. Like it changed quite a bit in those the first 5 games. There was no concrete players. Like you saw Alex Gershbach the first game of the year, then you haven't seen him again.
Literally.
Like that's what it's been.
He's been playing some Rapids 2 ball recently.
Yeah, like and it's
injury.
not
And his training has gotten ramped up, so we're not too worried there. But
exactly. It's not even
Yeah.
a knock against him, but like that's a big one that you look at and like wow. And then you also see Yappy was in the starting lineup for those for the majority of those first 5 games. I love Julio's in here, man.
I don't. Get out, Julio.
Yeah.
Leave. Just
Boo,
kidding.
man.
Stay.
But like that's the way I look at it. You
I
know
like
what I
you
mean?
anyways.
Yeah, we love Julio, dude. Julio's
Yeah.
a homie. But those first 5 games to me are so
It's
intense.
on site at the tailgate, Julio.
Those first 5 games for me are like super crazy. You know what I mean? Because a lot of things did change in those first 5 games.
Yeah.
And it's not just them, but their opponents.
Sure, it was very, I think another big theme out of that, it was how heavily featured Yappy was.
Yeah.
We played the first 270 minutes of the season,
Exactly.
right? Like, it was, we are doing everything we can to see if we can run this through Yappy, because the other side of that coin was the Diego Rubio surgery.
Exactly.
Yep.
The
Right?
injury, the sidelined him for what, 5 games?
Because it wasn't really an injury. They found
A microscopic
a
growth.
floating mass is the medical term, but that's disgusting.
I don't know why.
It feels weird. Discovered a floating
I'm okay with
mass.
it.
I watch Grey's Anatomy.
Do you really?
Yeah, I love Grey's Anatomy.
We have so much to unpack it with that we don't have time for.
Pay being Grey's Anatomy for free sponsorship.
That's so funny. I never like assigning any one moment in sports. There's so many parts involved, especially with a soccer team. You have the A team, you have the supplemental guys, you have all the coaching staff, support staff, medical staff. So I never like saying that this one thing is the true result of anything, except I think seeing Jack Price go down for the season made a lot of guys step up.
Look at Man of the
Because
Year.
that was,
Yep.
without a doubt, the moment. That was the game before the run has started, before the unbeaten run that is still going started.
Yeah, and it's weird to say right now, but you look back at all the first 5 games, right? Seattle, they're
Awful.
a monster. No, they're a monster this year. Like
They are very good.
Yeah, Seattle's a monster.
They're back to being Seattle.
Exactly. And then the next one was SKC. They're bad.
They're
that should have been a win.
terrible. They're so
That should have
bad.
been a win. So that's one that you're kind of
They're
like,
so-
wow, I wish I could have taken it back, you know? Then you look at the next one, which is San Jose. San Jose's a lot better than people expected.
Yeah.
Except for me. I was really high on San Jose.
You were.
were.
Well, you were. We'll give you that. I was right about SKC. I do want to sneak that in there.
Yeah,
since
well,
we're
like you
doing
were
that
right about SKC. And then their game after that was Minnesota, right? The game after that was
Yeah.
Minnesota. And Minnesota turned out to play a lot better than
They've been a lot better than we all
yeah,
thought.
than a lot of people
100%.
expected. They've been a little bit on the skid right now. But those first 6 weeks, they were on a tear. They were one of the last 2 unbeaten teams.
They kind of had that moment before the season where it was like, what's up with Reynoso? We're going to have to do this ourselves. Right. And I think, there's only so much juice you can pull out of that, right? Before it's time to really know who you are. Right. Like
Yeah.
motivation only lasts so long. And I think that they rode that high for quite a while.
And Lott has been great for them. He's played the 10. He's played winger. He's gone as on a second
He looks
striker.
good.
That dude has been great all the way around. And then the game after that, you have Austin. And Austin's turning out to be a lot worse than we expected. So some of those draws and some of those losses are looking better and worse than we would look at them at the moment. You look back at the SKC draw. That looks like a bad draw now.
Yeah.
You look
It
back
does.
at home, that looks like a bad draw.
Yeah, I mean,
Yep.
no Rubio is big. It is big.
But they were also down Johnny Russell and Shallowy. So, like,
Yeah.
you got to, like, it's give and take.
No, you're right. You're right. You're
And
right.
then you look at that Seattle game, even though it was a thumping, you look at it and you're like, all right, Seattle's been a monster. Because the week right after that, they went to go win 4-0 again, 3-0. So it's like, okay, this is just who they are. And then when you look at Minnesota, they were better. So that loss feels not as bad. It still
Well, it
sucks.
sucks to have a lead at home, right?
Exactly.
You never want to see dropped points from a lead,
Exactly.
right? Like that is a very easily trackable stat, and it's one of those ones that is either one of the most beautiful numbers you can see for your team or one of the most infuriating numbers you can see for your team is points dropped from the lead, right?
And that's the one that the Rapids have.
Yeah.
And then we look at Austin. In my opinion, that's a bad draw now because you've seen how bad they are. And you remember, if you look back at that game, you dominated that game.
Yep.
You should have won that game. How you played that day and how Austin played that day and how bad they've been so far. They're ahead of the Rapids. But to the amount of talent they have, you kept them at bay, and that should have been a win, especially on the road.
So, but that game started out, right? You just saw them blow the lead to Minnesota.
Yeah.
And they give up a goal in the first. Oh man, now I can't think
The
of
first
it off
5
the top of
minutes.
my
It was first 10 minutes
head.
or something like that.
It was a 5th minute goal to
Yeah.
Gallagher, yeah. And you're like, well, shit. This season is totally screwed. We're never going to get results. Price is out. Rubio is coming back from surgery. Everything sucks, right?
Yeah.
And then you saw the starting, and Duane, you have talked about this partnership as much as anyone I have talked to in and around the Rapids universe. Yeah, it's okay. It's good. We need someone to ride hard for it. Is the Barrios Cabral connection began in that Austin game?
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I'm still married to that idea. I think when you have somebody as fast as Cabral, you know, and given this is in the second 5, but, you know, the game against St. Louis where there were, I think 3 offsides.
Yeah.
Part of that is not being in place, but also part of that is not partnering him up with somebody who is as fast as he is. And the 2 people that we have are Barrios and Galvan for that. You
Right.
know, Galvan is still coming back, you know, working on that. But I feel like when Cabral's got to be out there, you know, Barrios also has to be out there. And eventually I think we'll see Galvan come on with him, and it's going to be craziness speed-wise, you know. But, yeah, we started to see that, you know, in that you know, first goal by Cabral with Barrios, who's up there with him.
Oh, Matthew, that's a great comment, Mike. He says, but then the New Day kit came out and Rapid Man blessings rained down from the heavens. I think the
That's
secret's
sweet,
out,
sweet
man.
kit.
I think
That's
the
sweet,
secret's
sweet
out.
kit.
Guys,
Sweet kid.
what's it called? The Rapid Man.
The Way of Rapping. Yeah, I
Yeah.
follow that account.
Yeah, it's a great account.
It's great
Everyone
blessings
should
for
follow
everyone.
that. It's really nice that stranger is giving out blessings. in the
Yes.
name
You mean the
of-
cult leader?
the cult leader is giving out blessings
I'm
in the
just
name of
thankful to
Rapid
have
Man.
those blessings. We need them.
So yeah, give that a follow. So where was your head at after that Austin game?
So I was like, this is really hard, like, because I kind of calling back, but I was in a good mood,
Well, yeah.
but frustrated.
Sure, but that's one of
Yeah,
those
like-
drawing rooms that's a winner's lounge, right?
Exactly, that's the one that felt like that, especially because of the last minute
Yeah.
goal. One of the reason it felt so good is because you thought Austin was better than what they are.
Correct.
Like that's one of the again and
Still ahead of the Rapids in the standings.
And not taking anything away from Austin, I'm just saying like, or even the Rapids, because I thought the Rapids played their heart out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And hindsight's always 50-50. And the reason now I have a bad taste because I look back and I'm like, that's one of the games you could have had, especially how you played that game. But if I remember correctly, right after that game, I was super hyped, man. Like you just beat the number 2 team in the West from the year before.
Yeah.
They still had a lot of talent. They still had Jerussi. They still had Rigoni, Facundes. Like, they have that talent. They have that front 3 who is... And Jossie Sardis, that I forgot to mention. But you still have that amount of talent.
Did they
out
have
there.
Jassie's artist though?
It's more like he played with. I think he forgot that he played for Austin. Honestly,
Did you?
but at the same time, like I was hyped. I was happy.
Yeah,
I thought
me too.
They did the thing, and that's one of the games where Maksu finally showed his leadership.
Oh,
Yeah.
And if you don't remember, like he got the team. We were talking to I think Jordan. It was Jordan, right?
It was Jordan.
That said, right after that, right before halftime, he grabbed everybody and said, "We're gonna walk out of this with a result." Rallied the troops and got everybody going. And that was right after the Jack injury.
Yeah.
to me, it was celebratory in that you saw a fun Rapids game. Moments after losing, not moments, it was a week. A week is moments in the grand scheme, I guess. But it was after we lost what we know is the most critical piece to the Rapids' success over the last whatever years, right? No doubt when Jack Price was out there, you are playing at a playoff pace, right?
Yep.
You're getting points at a pace where playoffs is not likely, like assured.
Almost guaranteed, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it was a rough season for him. He had 4 or 5 different injuries last season.
No.
And it was a punctured lung and broken rib. It was a hamstring. It was a wrist. It was
Everything like that could have gone
Literally.
wrong. Went wrong with him.
where did the soccer game hurt you?
Yeah, like that. No, that is what it is. Like literally. And you saw Frazier be so careful with him.
Right.
The first 4 games too. He's
And then he
like,
gets
let's
hurt.
hold off. Like
And then you have this result in Austin, right? And you're right. In hindsight, is it a great win?
No, like
but who cares? In the moment, who cares?
exactly. Like
It felt like a win, and it just felt like, okay, you know what? We're with house money now. Price is gone. Expectations should be in the basement, and if we have fun games, let's go, right? Like, let's do this. And then that'll lead us right into the next 5, which we'll get to right after these words from our sponsors.
which one do you want to go first?
Shady, you.
Wait, let me pull up the ad read. So,
Okay. Put them on. Look at these beauties.
I got my Shady Rays.
Look at those
if
things.
Julio, if you're still in the comments, so I can be membelicon. You know what that means?
What does that mean?
It's some really weird Mexican stuff.
Okay.
So, unless you want to get creepy with it.
I hope
And
it's
if you-
good stuff.
Have you guys heard that song, by the way? Ella Baila Sola?
No.
It's all over TikTok.
Okay. I'm on TikTok, man. Just text me about it and TikTok will show it to me because it reads everything.
Oh, dude, I know. TikTok's like... Here, sorry. I forgot. I thought I was going last. That's why.
No,
My
you're
bad.
going first.
I can't find it anywhere.
I'll do it.
Here. Let me... I found it.
All right.
Found it.
He's back in. He's
I'm back in, guys. So, do you guys like Shady Rays? Do you guys want to look great? These
do.
next 5 games, the future is bright. So bright. You
So
need your
bright.
Shady Rays to block all that
Wow.
rapid brightness, all
That
that,
rapid
reflection from
shine,
the water.
dude.
You know that
Yeah.
reflection from the rapid
Oh,
water.
yeah.
Gonna need it. But right now, if you use code DNVR, you buy one and you get one free.
That's
That's a
awesome.
great deal. There's a store out in Park Meadows that I go to all the time, dude.
Well,
You can use that code there at the store, too.
50% off 2 or more,
Exactly.
right?
50% off, 2
So
or more,
yeah, you get the second one free, and then that third one is cheap too, and the fourth, and it just gets cheaper and cheaper and cheaper.
Yeah, and Shady Rays is an independent sunglasses company that offers a world-class product that's just as good as in any expensive pair we've worn.
It's true, and I wear expensive pairs.
It has
I'm
really,
rich.
dude. It's really durable frames.
I feel rich when I'm wearing Shady Rays.
Dude, the name Rays just reminds you of like that other company, and it makes you feel fancy.
It does.
And it's like just as good quality.
Correct.
You know,
Makes me feel fancy.
it does, dude. I feel gorgeous.
You look gorgeous.
I feel bonita.
Muy bonita.
I feel pretty. I really do feel kind of pretty in
You
these
look pretty.
sunglasses. Together with their customers, Shady Rays is providing much needed support to nonprofit partners across the U.S. through Shady Rays Impact. From building playsets for pediatric cancer patients, is providing young adults with MS the outdoor adventure of a lifetime. Shady Rays is making an impact in your community and others like it now for years to come. That's the real cool part. Shady Rays, a lot of that money that you spend on Shady Rays It goes back to the community.
We're all about that.
Yeah,
We're all about that.
Yeah, dude, it's a great, like, it's helping out a lot of children. It's helping out people that actually need it, and that's a company that you want to like put your money behind. You know,
100%.
We
all the way.
love Shady Rays.
And if you know what's the best part, if you don't love your Shady Rays, exchange for a new pair or return them free within 30 days. There's no risk when you shop. Their team always has your back. And it doesn't have like the 1-year warranty as well. So if you lose them or you break them, they'll replace them for you
Forever.
forever. God, it's even worse, dude. That is dope as hell.
Look, sometimes you break stuff. Sometimes you lose stuff.
Sometimes you're attacked by a bear in the woods.
And they
And they
steal your
smash your
sunglasses
You
and
get
wear
those-
them.
All you
as
gotta
they harass other
do, you call up
campers.
Shady Rays. You go, look, I was attacked by a bear. It stole my glasses. I need another pair.
Yeah.
And they're gonna say, you got it, buddy.
Dude, honestly, dude, I really do love Shady Rays. I bought these 2 pairs last week just to go to Puerto Rico. Literally the only reason I got them.
Wait,
They're
nope.
great glasses.
Like, dude, I'm going to get drunk in these sunglasses and it's going to be so much fun.
I can't wait for that tan line.
Oh, dude, zoom in on this. Don't I look like a Power Ranger?
Yes.
Like, I feel like a Power Ranger.
Yes.
So, exclusively for our listeners, Shady Rays is giving out their best deal of the season. Go to shadyrays.com and use code DNVR for 50% off 2 or more pairs of polarized sunglasses. Try for yourself. The shades rated 5 stars by over 250 people.
And
50,000 people.
and
250 people. It's more than we have watching right now. So. That ad read was a
and
mess, but I
rated
really
5
do like
rapids by all 3 of us.
5 Rapids.
And
for
super
sure.
producer
5 out of
Alyssa, I'm
5.
sure.
Yeah, dude. 5 rapids out of 5 rapids.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, no doubt.
It has Rapids Man Blessing.
Does Shady Rays have rapids, man? We'll have to ask.
I mean, he
Rapid-
wears sunglasses.
He does wear sunglasses.
I'm pretty sure they're Shady Rays.
We need to get.
We need to get Shady Rays to contact the Rapids and Rapid Man.
Shut up. We got to make money off of this. Don't tell
That's
anybody.
the partnership
Copyright.
we all
Trademark.
need.
Don't do it. All right. We also have to talk about our homies at Fubo TV.
Folks, when you are waiting during the long slog of the week to get to Saturday to watch our beloved Rapids, you could be watching whatever you want
Literally.
on Fubo.
Yeah. Whatever.
You want to watch the beautiful NBA Denver Nuggets smash the Suns? Throw
I
a
do.
little shade on the Suns?
I do.
Fubo. It's on ESPN. Watch it right there. Are you a Yaya guy? You want to watch some Grey's Anatomy? Fubo TV.
I love Grey's Anatomy.
Are you a Duane guy? You watched The Sandlot today while doing some dope designs? Fubo TV.
I was really wishing you'd say British Bake Off.
That's my shit.
That's Mitch's
But
jam.
I
That's
was
my
really
shit.
hoping that you guys could bond over that.
But
That's my shit.
140 plus live channels, sports, shows, movies, news. Stream it live from your TV, from your phone, from
about
your
your iPad?
computer, from your tablet, your iPad, all those things. You can watch the most Colorado sports for the lowest price. You can start watching right now with a 7-day
That last
free trial. No contract, no cable, no hassle. Just sign up and start watching all the things you love. 1,000 hours of cloud DVR included. That's a lot.
That's so much hours.
That's
is
a
actually
lot
a lot.
of Grey's Anatomy. Saved to your cloud DVR.
That's actually another show that has over 1,000 hours.
No, it doesn't.
I'm pretty sure it does. Each
No, I know it
episode's
doesn't.
100.
Each episode is
Each episode
100?
an hour, I mean.
What are you saying?
He doesn't even know. He's
There's
all
only like
hopped up on the
300
Shady
something
Rays.
episodes.
Are you sure?
I'm
sure there's
sure.
more. There's 20 by like 20
No, I'm sure.
seasons. 400
I
maybe?
think it's about 300 to 400. Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's a lot. You can watch a lot of shows
You could put all of the British Bake Off and Grey's Anatomy and still have room
on
for
that
whatever
cloud
else
DVR.
you watch.
So, Nuggets playoffs,
Do
PGA
it.
Championship, French Open, F1, all those things coming up. UFC 288 is coming up.
Boxing.
You can watch all those things on Fubo.
I don't know
Watch
if you
the
can watch
Nuggets on Altitude and ESPN and ABC with Fubo TV. Go to www.FuboTV.com/DNVR to sign up for 15% off your first month of Fubo Pro.
Do you
Go
guys
make
know
it
what
happen.
FUBO stands for? Or is it just like a name?
Well, I know what FUBAR stands for.
What is
That's
FUBAR?
different.
That's in the military. That stands for fucked up beyond all repair.
That's totally different than Fubo.
Yeah.
That's the opposite. It feels like.
It is. It's the opposite of that. Correct.
Yeah.
You're right. That's right.
Should we talk about the
Don't fact
next
check
5
it.
games?
You know what? Sure, why not? I'm up for whatever. Second segment, guys. Welcome back. Post ad read. Wasn't that nice? These guys were doing the ad reads.
That was like, dude, mine was a trip. I had some things going on right before this, so I didn't
Sure.
have time to prepare.
You know,
So
I like it off the cuff. I like train of thought. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just
Train
let
of
that
thought,
go.
Yahya is
dude.
not a fun guy, dude.
I don't know. We just had fun. We've seen more comments about our ads than anything else we've ever done for ad
That
reads.
and Jack's eyes. By the way, guys,
this is
give us
a really
like.
long
Hit
ad.
that like,
yeah.
please hit that
Real,
like.
real quick, I know we should do this at the end. Give us a like, 5-star review wherever you hear us. If you have nothing to say, please don't say that at all.
Yeah, okay.
That helps us out a
Really
lot.
quick, before we jump in, this was a great question posed. Was it B-Ray? I already forget because you guys have commented so much since then. Do you pick up Jack Price's option in 30 seconds or less? Yahya first, go.
Duh.
Yes, of course.
Yes, it's not my money. I don't care how expensive it is.
You're under the salary cap by a bunch. It doesn't matter.
Now, if he's willing to decline and sign at a cheaper rate, sure, why not? But if he's not here next year, that's dumb. All right, moving on. Second 5 games, and this is the start. This is an undefeated 5 games, an undefeated 6 games. Now, you have 1 win, 4 draws, no losses. That is home to LAFC, scoreless draw. At SKC, wrapped up the season, or is there one more game against SKC? I know there's 3 against RSL, but is there 3
I
against
think
SKC
that might have
too?
been the last time.
Cool.
think
Well,
that
then
was
it
it.
was a 1-0 win, and the series for the season, you had you went to Charlotte 2-2 draw. Nice high scoring, dramatic late game.
High scoring.
2-2 is high scoring
For us.
in Rapids world.
I know it is, but it's just kind of funny. Like I'm not even like making fun of it. Like
A 1-1 draw to top of the table, St. Louis City FSC Sporting Club de Football.
are you talking about St. Louis?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just keep adding on titles to their name like Daenerys Targaryen. And then at Vancouver last weekend, after, with a bit of a rotated squad from the U.S. Open Cup win, you have a 0-0 draw there. So you have goals from Rubio, got his first goal of the season. Barrio scored 2. The winner against SKC. No, the winner against SKC was Rubio, sorry.
Yeah.
And then Barrio scores at Charlotte dramatically and scores dramatically again against St. Louis.
Well, that Charlie won also Max goal, first Max goal.
Max got his first goal in the MLS. You had assists from Yappy, Nicholson, and Rubio. Yappy with arguably the assist of the season in the entire MLS.
Yeah. Did they count that as an assist?
They did.
That's
They
insane.
did a freaking bicycle
Bicycle
kick
kick assist.
clearance from his own defensive box to Rubio at the halfway line, took it in and scored.
That's insane. They counted that as especially because the SKC player had possession.
It was so cool.
Yeah.
No, he didn't though. He almost did.
Yeah, it looks like he had it covered.
Correct.
He covered it.
If you're
yeah.
watching it in real time from the broadcast angle, it looks like
yeah.
he gets it, but Rubio got away.
Yeah.
Biggest thing in there was Bassett aggravating the hamstring that was bothering him in a major way.
Correct.
Still out now. And you start to begin to see how this club is going to handle squad rotation as May comes in and gets really intense with the schedule.
Another one was Acosta too that we can't.
And Acosta, thank you.
Yep.
That's
Thank
another
you.
one that and then we had the Maxu concussion.
And then Maxu against
Again.
Charlotte.
Yeah, and then we had the
Yeah.
Nicholson missed a few games in there.
And then Gersbach still hurt. Beta got hurt. Keegan got hurt. Rubio.
Max also went down for a little
Max.
bit. Like
It's basically like Ronan and Lawless and Wilson and Yarby, and everyone else is just like cycling through, baby.
it's definitely been hard injury wise.
But see, it's funny. I think we talked about the worst part, and we talked about how good, like the good parts, right? And then we immediately talk about what is the best stretch of the season so far, and it's like, yeah, a lot of the shitty stuff happened.
Well, I mean, the reason I bring up that because it's more like you got to give them credit because even with all those players down, like you're not just missing your captain now, you're missing your goal scorer.
Right.
Now you're missing your left wing back. Now you're missing your captain down the middle. Now you're gonna you just start missing you miss Acosta, who's been great for them, and they still get points. As shitty as they're not wins, and it sucks. Trust me, I've vented about it. It's better than what they did in the first 5 games.
Yeah, dude.
And you gotta give them credit.
Way better.
You gotta give them credit. The goal scoring's still not there, and that's still a huge frustration. But their defense, you can definitely tell they stepped it up and have not allowed anything to happen.
Duane, what is your biggest takeaway from the last 5? And I will even allow you to go to that last 6 and include Austin.
From the second 5?
Correct. Biggest takeaway.
I mean, it's the defense and it's Maxu. Those are the 2 biggest takeaways. Yeah. It's, again, I've said it before, I'm not afraid of any team in MLS when it comes to our defense. And Fraser plays a huge role in that and fixing that and figuring out the formation. Our 3 center backs, obviously Yarby, who is playing out of his mind. And then that leadership that we all predicted was coming with Maxu has really kind of fortified that back line. That's huge and such a different 180 from last year. What we were complaining about this time last year is completely different this year. Now it is a source of pride. This defense is something that I am super prideful about because they're awesome. We're really playing great, and I think that's going to hold up for the foreseeable future.
The thing I really, and we've mentioned it a few times with Maxu specifically, and I want to touch on it again because I don't think people understand how important it is. Clearly, I'm not going to say clearly, but he came in, and the scouting report we got from Brondby, people who covered Brondby, from Tape, from scouts around the league writing about the acquisition, is that is your central pivot on your back line. He's the communicator. He's the leader. He's the guy laying it all out. And whether it was letting Wilson, deferring to Wilson who had been here, whether that was from Robin Fraser or the powers that be, it felt like he was trying to figure out how to do it.
Yep.
And then in the last 3 games, he has played dead center of that back line where he should be. The last 2 games. But he played in did he play Open Cup?
Yeah.
Yeah, so in the last 3 games,
he was the captain in Open Cup.
Correct, that's right, of course. Thank you. He has played in the middle where the scouting report says he's best, and I think our defense has not looked better.
And that's the thing. And Maxu has just brought in this stability. And
he's good.
Really, in my opinion, he's allowed Danny Wilson to cook as a distributor.
Yep.
And he's a distributor himself. So now you got 2 guys back there that are just getting the ball out there to Ronan on the flanks. And it's becoming a quick transition. And I love that. And then on the other side, you got Lawless, who's just a physical freak. As nice as he is, he's a
freak.
He's a complete a-hole on the pitch. Mm-hmm. And you love a guy that can flip it on and off like that.
He's a bully.
And he's an a-hole to the soccer ball.
Dude, I
mean, not just other dudes. The guy throws himself at the soccer ball. He hates the ball. And I love that.
When you're about to get a header, you kind of grip your teeth a little bit and then you head it. The ball grips its laces and it's ready for impact instead of Lawless, dude.
Yes.
That's how Lawless plays. He plays aggressive. And that allows a lot of movement coming in and out from Maxu and Danny, and it's allowed them to actually be the distributors the Rapids were missing last year without the pressure of just being a 2-man defense. And that defense right now, man, the good defense in the MLS is one of the hardest things to get. Every single year, one of the hardest things to get, and you're getting one of the best defenses right now of this whole from any team in the MLS. The only thing that you're missing is goal scoring, and you might be on top of the league.
You're right. I gotta give it up to Porg on this one. This defense. How many lounges last year, Yaya? How many lounges where it was ruin one gigantic mistake at the end of a game, near the end of the game,
first half.
right in the last 5 minutes of the first half, where it was just, I can't even put it into words.
No,
I'm still frustrated by it.
And the way you put it is mental mistakes.
Yes, thank you.
The way you say it is a mentality breakdown that you don't have with Maxu, because Maxu is an eraser. That's what his nickname should be, the eraser. Because anything that happens, he is there to fix it. Him and Yarby are literally the erasers, dude.
Yep.
If by any chance it gets by Maxu, Yarby's right there to pick it up. To score on this Rapids, you have to do something kind of magical.
Yeah.
And people are out there using stats. Well, their goals against is still pretty high. Yeah, because they got scored on 4 times.
Yep.
By
Okay,
Sounders,
they've gotten 4 times.
Yeah, like
Then Minnesota got 2,
and
Charlotte got 2, and no one else has got more than 1.
exactly. And it's like, and the MLS, of course, are gonna score on you. It's a high scoring game. Here, it's an offensive game in the U.S.
In this league specifically.
Yeah, it's how they play here. And it's not like in Europe where you're gonna do a grind it out 1-0 and it's gonna be crazy out there in Italy, like where you have 1-0 games all the time. That's not what the MLS is. The MLS is high scoring.
And the people when they come play the Rapids, or the Rapids go out and play them, certainly in the last 6 games, it's always like this shock. Like there's all this crap talk.
Crap talk?
We're gonna crap talk.
Welcome to Crap Talk with Duane.
Everyone, we're going to, I remember St. Louis people on Twitter, we're going to beat them 9-0, and I'm just like, you're not, because you're not used to playing a defense like this. And it feels very similar to the Nuggets. I know they're different teams, different levels, but you hear everybody talk about the Nuggets, and they talk about it on DNVR Nuggets too, that you can tell people don't watch the Nuggets the whole year, and then they're like blown away about how good the Nuggets are. And it's like, dude, they've been this good all year. And the Rapids defense, after those first couple games, like, this is who the Rapids defense are. It's just no one's watching the Rapids.
Correct.
And because of that, they're getting punched in the mouth, with their defense. Yeah. And it's awesome.
I think people did tune in for the St. Louis game, right? Because it's
St. Louis.
It's St. Louis.
It's
They're
a
the hot
Cronky
item.
derby.
It's new. It's a Cronky derby. It's I think anytime a big time team comes to Colorado, you kind of get that boost. Like LAFC and Seattle games were both big time games last year on the but outside of that, it's Charlotte. Who's going to tune in for Rapids at Charlotte? What's there, right? Who's going to tune in for Rapids at Vancouver starting at 8:30, dude? Nobody. 10:30 kickoff on the East Coast. There's no casuals tuning in for that game.
No.
And you're right. This defense is legit, and that's why people say, "Oh, well, they can't score goals." Do you know how much easier it is to add goal scoring than it is to reduce goals allowed?
That's how I'm gonna
by an order of magnitude that you can't even describe. It's so much easier to add goals and goal scoring to your repertoire than it is to make your defense better.
And this is how I'll put it. Do you know how bad SKC is and everybody hates SKC? Without Maxu, without that defense, you are SKC.
Yep.
And you don't want that.
No.
So thanks to that defense, you're not SKC.
Yep.
Like, that's how I put it. That's the difference between a good defense and a bad defense. SKC hasn't been able to find a good center back in the last 10 years.
Yep.
Peter Vermes is a great coach and still hasn't been able to find a decent center back there.
It's a hard position to find.
Extremely hard.
So hard.
The only dude he has left back there is Graham Susie, and dude is on his last legs.
Oh, Grandpa Zusi, more like got him.
That defense is literally what's taking him to the end. That defense... You know that old saying?
Throw out your own got him.
Got him.
You know that saying? Offense wins you games, defense wins you championships. And the more I see this game, and I've had this take with Duane and Mitch, the more I see the Rapids, I feel like I'm a year early on my Rapids prediction.
This defense is sick.
And later on in the year, we are going to have a striker pod because I have about 15 to 20 names. And Mitch has some names too that we can throw out there.
Oh, we're having a striker talk pod, and I am so excited.
Like we've been working kind of behind the scenes on this.
Yeah,
one.
well, this one's gonna be fun. This is gonna
Yeah.
be get your scouting hat nerd on right now. So, all right, guys, that's gonna wrap up our discussion for the last 10. We have to talk about our friends though, guys, because we're really good friends with them. Do you guys know who I'm talking about?
I do not. Tell me who, Mitch.
It's a place I like to go
And
for
Oh, I wish I was there. Right
For
now.
burritos?
I wish we were there.
with my buddies so they can drink beers. It's Illegal Pete's.
So good.
I love Illegal Pete's. We love Illegal Pete's. It's right down the street from us. I see Illegal Pete's in the office, I think daily. At least one person goes down there for lunch or dinner afterwards. And it's just so nice to see. It is patio season at Illegal Pete's. They have their house beer done with Great Divide, where they have their own labels on it. It's Illegal Pete's branded. It is the Illegal Pete's house beer, and there are bucket specials. For $15, you get 5 16-ounce cans for $15. That is $3 a tall can. Sit out on the patio with the misters and the shades and the speakers and the crazies on Colfax and just vibe out. I was across the street at a restaurant we're not doing an ad read for, so I'm not going to say the name. And there was a guy on the next to the patio talking about an alien he saw the other day.
That's awesome.
That's Colfax, baby, and we love it.
I
And we
love
love
that.
hanging on the patio right outside Colfax.
I do feel like Colfax is like my spiritual animal.
It is, for sure.
I
It's
feel
chaos
like-
energy in the best kind of way.
I feel like me and Colfax really like.
But it's not just here on Colfax. They're in Park Hill, DU, South Broadway, Northside, downtown, 2 stores in Boulder, Fort Collins, Arizona. They're all over the place. Make sure you check them out. It doesn't get much better. Soak up the sun with a loaded burrito and a crisp beer. The patio of any Illegal Pete's location, your go-to spot for burritos, buddies, and beer. All right, guys. It is May the 4th. Do you know
It
what's
is.
important about May the 4th? It is.
It's Star Wars Day, folks.
I was going to say it's my mother's birthday, but Star Wars is important too.
But more,
Happy
it's
birthday, Mom, Mitch!
That's right. That's right. Shout out.
Mitch's
Shout out.
mom's birthday.
That's right.
Wait! Before we keep going, did we get Mitch's? Illegal?
I gave it to Mitch's mom instead. She got
Oh,
a little
Jesus.
Mitch's mom's birthday.
Wait. I was about to say. Did we get?
Are we not doing phrasing?
No, yeah, like we were doing I was about to say, did we do Mitch's
we-
tip of the
are we
day?
not doing
And he's like, I
phrasing?
gave it to Mitch's mom. I'm like, Jesus. Are we not doing tip of the day? And he's like, I
my
gave it
God.
to Mitch's mom already. What?
Oh, this one's off the rails, folks. It's been happening a lot lately. Tip of the week. I mean, you just heard it. There's $15 beer buckets to sit on the patio and hang out. Doesn't get better than that.
Oh, shout out Kevin. Illegal Pete catered your wedding.
No way.
That's dope.
Kevin, you're the man. Never change.
I love that.
Kevin is a true homie.
It is. It's true. Yes, correct. It is May the 4th. It is Star Wars Day. And we have a killer graphic from our guy, Duane. Look at that. May the 4th be with you. Duane, you're a handsome Han, I gotta say.
I am a handsome Han. That's why I'm married.
Yeah.
Oh,
Also,
I thought you were solo.
You are a
No longer. Just Han.
Han,
You're Han
More like
married.
I'm
Han
just
married,
handsome
am I
Han.
right?
No longer Han Solo.
A couple of Han.
You make a striking Luke Skywalker.
I do have that Skywalker energy.
It's
Yeah.
true.
God, Skywalker.
It's
I'm
true.
The main character of my own life.
Yeah. That's true. And then there's me.
Mitch just had to stop halfway. He was like, what?
You know, sometimes it's tough hosting this podcast, and sometimes
We
it's
are.
really easy. Who knows what this one is? I'll let you decide. And look at me, the princess of
The
Alderaan,
general.
the general.
Just know that I would still kiss you even if you're my sister.
Oh, thanks, man. I really appreciate that.
That's how good of a Leia you like.
All right, we're gonna do a little game. Duane put this together. We are going to do, and we kind of did this with our dear friend of the pod, Jordan Angeli, with Ted Lasso. which I'm almost into season 3, so I'm close. We can finally talk about it soon.
I haven't watched it either. Don't worry. Alyssa did
Jesus
try to spoil a lot of the
Dwayne,
stuff for
I
us.
can't believe you. No, I'm just kidding. All right, Dwayne, lead
You
us.
guys better be giving us a like for this.
Dwayne, you did this to yourself.
I'm taking the punishment in the comments right now.
So
I better at
funny.
least get a like.
Oh my God. Good thing my mom doesn't know even really what a podcast is. So that's tight.
I'm sorry, Mitch's mom.
Also, happy birthday.
I
Yeah,
apologize
Jesus Christ.
for
You
the
guys are
comments.
sickos. All right.
Mitch's mom is a saint.
Yeah.
Saint.
She
You
is.
would know, wouldn't you?
I would. She's a saint.
Okay. Dwayne, lead us through these characters, and we're going to pick Rapids players that are these Star Wars characters. Is that right? Did I get that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Is that the best way to explain
You
this
just want to
game?
go one at a time?
You
Be
lead
throwing
us, and we will chime in.
All right. So we're going with the main character then of the story arc of the,
Okay.
of the originals,
Okay.
which is Luke.
Interesting. I have a take that. Oh, wait. I'll go last on that one. Yeah. Who's Luke Skywalker here?
Ah, damn, you put me in the spot. To me, I'm going to give it to Max.
Oh, okay. No, we're on the same tip. I didn't choose that, but explain yourself.
You know, he's a guy that's learning, kind of getting the Force, and I feel like that's what he is under the Rapids. He's learning to be the dude.
I said yappy for the same reason.
Yep, and I just think Max is a little bit ahead.
Me too.
And I think he's gonna get there. To me, Darth Vader would probably be Lucas Estes because he's the other Brazilian that left, and that's how I look at it. I think Max might be the dude.
Yeah.
And to
All
me-
answers are correct, by the way.
Yeah. Again, it's your opinion. My opinion. Get away. But
right.
I'll give it to Max.
Dwayne, were we correct?
Yes, you're both correct. Good job.
Who'd you
job.
pick?
You know, I honestly I forgot to do Luke, but
He made the
for the
list.
same reason I made the list. I know the list was more to help us all, not just myself. I will go along the same lines. I think about Luke. You know, you think about really it's the hero's journey, right? And so it starts off in this miserable place of his aunt and uncle, his caregivers getting killed, and then everything is bad with the Empire coming in and just having to start at a very bad place and build up. So I will insert Cabral into that because he's coming from a real bad place.
Oh,
the
interesting.
Empire, if you will, in LA. And now getting out from the clutches of the evil empire in LA, and now trying to find out where that's going to go.
They
We
all
just
say-
need to find a Yoda.
These guys all say Cole Bassett is Luke, and I can see that, I guess.
Ooh, that's a good one too.
I don't know if I
Is it 'cause
agree,
he's
but I
blonde
like it.
and has blue eyes.
Mark Hamill doesn't have blue
Yeah,
eyes.
he does.
I don't know Mark Hamill that well.
Whatever. Next.
Next time I give him a kiss on the cheek, I'll let you guys know.
Okay.
Let's go.
I don't have a Leia if you were choosing Leia.
Yeah,
with
neither
his
do I.
partner Han Solo.
Oh, I have a Han Solo, baby. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah,
Yep.
go for it.
Han Solo is Jack Price.
I haven't seen the list, so I'm gonna hold off on my Jack Price. But to me, it's Maxu.
Why is that?
Badass. I
That's
just think-
it?
Yeah, badass, dude. I think the Han Solo is badass. Like, I had a different answer, but I think Maxu.
I have Han. I only put Han Solo because I have the Chewie that goes with him.
Okay.
Can I
We'll go
tease them
Chewie
both
next.
together?
We'll
Can I
go-
just tease them together?
If you want to go, yeah, you go ahead.
I picked Han Solo as Pricey because I picked Chewie as Ronin.
See, I would go. See, to me,
Right? Right?
It's so weird.
See, to me, it would
I
be
love this game.
Jack is Chewy, but just because he's burly.
That's a good point.
He's got a lot of
Dan.
facial hair.
I
That's
didn't
the
think of that.
only reason
Yeah.
I would choose Jack as Chewy.
I'm with B-Ray. Han Solo for me on the Rapids is Diego Rubio.
Because he's
And
good with the blaster, dude.
Diego is going to be that guy who's going to shoot first, like in the scene that got cut out and remade. But we know Rubio's the guy who's going to get in there and take that shot. And I just feel when he's on the pitch, when he's off the pitch, he's this charming, really nice dude who we all love to talk to. And then when you get on the pitch, it's badass time. and that's Rubio to me. So Rubio is my Han Solo.
To me, it was Maxu. So
Perfect.
I have good news. You're right, and you're right also.
You're right.
All right, so we'll keep going for Mitch. We'll go. Chewbacca's next.
I picked Ronan, but that's because
I don't even know.
I see him as the sidekick to Price, like, and maybe it's just the Wolverhampton thing and the accent thing. And, Price seems like this grizzled vet who's seen it all, right? He's run the Kessel Run in under 12 parsecs. And then you have Ronan, who's like along with him.
yeah, I see that. To me, it's Jack just because he's burly. But the Maxu and Han
And hairy.
yeah, like Harry.
He's very hairy.
Yeah.
His beard goes up to his eyeballs, basically.
Dude, that's insane. And his eyebrows go out to his beard. So like, but to me, it's Price. You put Price with Maxu, which is Han, Chewie, and Han. They could have. Who does the ball go to from the defense to the midfield? From Maxu to Price. That's
Sure.
the connection you want. That's why I'll go Chewie. Is
Sure.
Jack.
I'm going Maxu for Chewbacca
That's a great one.
because
Giant.
He's giant.
Yes,
like
correct.
he is a
But he's not
giant.
hairy.
It doesn't matter. This is
You're
like
thinking too literal,
conceptual,
bro. You're
man,
thinking
not
too
literal.
bro.
Guess what? None of the Rapids are as hairy as Chewbacca.
Hey, I know we said
Frazier, I mean, not-
yeah,
Brian
yeah,
might be.
yeah. I know he said all the answers are right, but that answer specifically was wrong. So
That answer specifically.
I'm going Maxu for Chewbacca.
Oh yeah, do you
And
want to
he's
bring up Mitch's
giant.
mom again? And
Jesus Christ.
And the
It's
reason
her
is
birthday.
It is her birthday. You leave her alone.
I didn't start it.
You leave her alone.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
he's
Let's keep going.
giant.
Let's keep going. We don't got a lot of
He's
minutes left.
undercover. He's undercover, holding it together like Chewie does. All right, let's go. Lando.
I couldn't come up with one for this.
Oh, I got a Lando.
I don't need Keegan. I don't know.
It's Jonathan Lewis. I feel like it could be Keegan too, because Keegan's got a lot of swag too.
It's Keegan.
Yeah, it could be Keegan.
It's Keegan.
I feel like Lewis has a lot of swag when he's on the ball. Like his
I'm going
moves, like
starting
he's got a lot
11,
of
so
swag.
Keegan to me.
I
That's
have
good.
one.
Keegan's a good Lando.
I have one that you're not going to bring up because I thought initially that we were going to pick. We were going to be like, this character is this guy, and we were all going to bring a couple. But
That's
this
okay.
one
Bring
is
it up,
for
bring
the
it up, bring
heads.
it up.
No, this one's for the heads. For the Star Wars heads.
Okay.
Kit Fisto. Are you guys
No,
familiar?
I don't even know who that is.
Jedi Council. Do you remember? Okay, at the end of Revenge of the Sith.
I love Star Wars. I'm just not a Star Wars
At the
nerd.
end of Revenge of the
Not
Sith,
that
when they
into it.
go and they find out that Palpatine is Darth Sidious, right? It's Mace Windu and the two Jedis, the Jedi with the alien dreads. That's
yeah.
Kit Fisto. And if you read up about Kit Fisto, he's a badass defender. He's a general in the army during the Clone Wars. He's super cool, and that's Lawless. And that's the one I brought to the table. For the true Star Wars heads on Star Wars Day, baby, I got you.
How many do we have left, Duane?
Just like maybe let's do
Just
like
start throwing
two.
them out.
Let's do
Just
two.
start throwing
just-
stuff out.
Quick
Obi-Wan.
answers, yeah.
Obi-Wan to me, that's Jack Price.
I said
Frazier.
Yarby.
Frazier.
Fraser. Okay. R2D2.
Leader. Oh, I already know yours. I'm gonna go Ronan
Mikey
because
B.
he's small. That was
It's
his.
Mikey
Yeah.
B. And the
Easiest
reason
one.
is every movie, R2D2 is really the one who's
And he
saving
basically
everybody's
saves
ass
the whole day, yep.
Yes,
And it's
every
always- yeah,
time.
and it's been-
what do we
yep.
see from Barrios lately? Mikey B is always saving the day.
Anybody else you want to get to on here?
Nico
Dwayne?
Benefit is Jar Jar. I love
That
that.
was hilarious, by the way, Kevin.
I love that take so much.
Darth Vader.
Somebody said Cronky, but I know your answer, so I'll just take Cronky.
I have maybe a controversial take here.
Go for it.
As a sympathetic figure, ultimately in the canon,
Okay.
the tragic figure,
Okay.
but powerful and uses pure anger and hatred to power his success, it's Diego Rubio. Crazy powerful, most intense, filled with pure concentrated
It's
power
not,
of
you're not wrong.
rage.
Yeah. He's just such a good guy, though.
He's not on the field. He's
If
not.
we're going
can't
based
see
off
him.
rage, it might also be a Costa.
That's actually a
true,
really
too.
good point,
That's
too.
true. It's true. For Darth Vader, I'm going Pablo.
Any negative character.
Pablo left. He turned to the dark side in Salt
that
Lake.
is really good.
He turned to the dark side.
That's the right answer, but I didn't want to take Duane's answer, so like that's why I'll say Cronky. Like,
Yeah. Yeah,
I
I
liked
talked
mine
this
better.
morning.
yeah, like I'm not taking your answer.
I guess.
Connor Case.
Oh, wait, no. That's Porg.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
There we go. All
What
right,
about
guys.
Yoda, real quick?
Huh?
Yoda.
Oh, Yoda.
To me, that's Yarby.
Oh,
Uses the
man.
force to stop everything.
Oh, yeah.
I
Let's
was-
go.
All right. I was gonna
with
say
a
it was
Y.
Fraser, but sure. Yeah.
Oh, Fraser.
But the thing is that Obi-Wan is like Fraser because he's the leader. In Yarby, I feel like
Yes.
Yoda.
These are all correct.
Kevin, you're right. Porrig is Qui-Gon, and
Qui-Gon.
it's 100% only because of the accent.
stereotyping.
All right, guys.
Well, good job,
Thanks-
guys.
thanks
All
for
of
letting
these
us
were correct.
Rant about Star Wars. Everyone was right except Yaya.
Comments also
To
correct.
be fair, I have only watched 3 minutes of Star Wars my whole life, and they've all been on TikTok.
Go watch Andor, dog. It's awesome.
It's not
Andor's
even that I
good.
dislike sci-fi. It's just
I'm saying go watch it.
yeah, I just have my time is taken up with this pod and Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, doesn't watch Star Wars.
Watch less Grey's
He
Anatomy and more
watches-
Andor.
he watches the Rapids 4 times.
The
What
thing
we
is
do
that Grey's Anatomy will help me in an emergency, and I can operate at anybody.
Oh my gosh, that is the worst take.
100% not true. If Yaya is around, you still
If you
need a
get
doctor.
hurt, stay away from Yaya.
If Yaya's around, you need no doctor. Yaya's
All
the
right,
doctor.
guys. You know what we do before every match day? The same way we end every game, every show before a match. We have to give our predictions. Rapids at the Galaxy, 8:30 p.m. start time Mountain. We are going to be hosting some form of post-game show, whether that's the Losers Lounge, the Drawing Room, or the Winners Lounge. What do we got, and how did we get there?
Or storm delay. We never know.
True. What do we got? How did we get there?
This is a tough game. It's out in LA, late start, 8:30. It feels like LA finally figured something out on offense because they finally put Jovic and Chicharito up top like they should have been the whole time. You still got Ricky Puig running that midfield like an orchestra. You got 3 playmakers right there that you got to be really careful with. Wingbacks are still a big issue, so that's something you got to be very aware of because they do have speed on those wings. I think defensively, the Rapids and LA match up really well because Rapids are tall, so nothing from up top, and they've been closing out really good on shots. When it comes to the LA Galaxy's defense, it's complete other dog shit. So
terrible.
You
Love that
if
for us.
You can take advantage of that. You can draw. You can maybe take a 1-0 win to a.
What do you say?
2-1. I say 2-1.
With?
Give me a Rubio and Max goal.
Interesting. Duane?
I was convinced after last week that I was only going to pick draws from here on out.
Okay,
0-0
so
draws.
you have to do that then.
But I'm not because I'm my own man.
That's true.
I'm going to go.
Nobody forced him to do anything, by the way. Like, I'm my own man.
I'm my own man, Yaya. You're not the boss of me.
Not even myself.
You're not the boss of me.
No, in fact, you're the boss of him.
That's no.
Sometimes.
No.
Only on design,
Only on design.
Yeah.
but not the boss.
That's what I meant.
My boss is the Rapid Man.
The Rapid Man.
It's blessings of Rapid, man.
El Rapido.
All right, go.
Man, I'm sorry. I'm going 1-1. I'm going another draw. But I do think we'll score a goal. That's the difference. Is I think we're scoring, and I think Rubio. I believe
Did
in
you
Rubio,
guys-
and I think it's happening. I think
Did you
he's gonna
guys
put it in.
really leave that? You let 2 of you go, and you're letting me get it?
Yeah, because I don't know if
Yeah.
you'll play.
That's a good point.
That's the only reason I let you take it.
It's a really good point, and that really bummed me out. It really took the wind out of my sails there, yeah.
Happy birthday, Mitch's mom.
Thanks. Look, the answer is plain and simple. It is the Cabral Revenge Tour. And you know what I'm calling right now?
I would love that.
A brace.
Ooh.
2-0.
Spicy take.
Abrace.
2-0. Cabral brace. Revenge Tour.
Wow, I
He
love
puts
that.
it on Galaxy.
I want Mitch to be correct.
I want me to be correct too.
Mitch is
Because
my
I
favorite
like
prediction.
telling
Mitch is
people
the-
when I'm correct.
Mitch is like the right answer for storylines. Like that's exactly what you want.
This is what I'm here for, baby. Storylines, narratives. We craft them ourselves if we have to.
The thing is, I choose to believe. First 5
No,
games.
you don't.
No, look at me. Look at me.
You literally don't.
I just chose 2-1
That's
for Rapids.
true, you did.
So
You
this
did,
is
you did.
what I say. First 5 games sucked.
Terrible.
Next 5 games average. Lot of odds in Yaya's mind. Next 5 games are gonna be great.
That's a law.
He's his own man, ladies and
That is a
gentlemen.
law.
You can't tell me what. I mean, it's 5-5-5. I'm gonna take first 5 are bad, next 5 are average, next 5 are wins.
I like
That's how I
that too.
decide to
I
look
love
at it.
that. Let's go.
That's cool.
That's cool.
All right. Looks like we're getting a winner's lounge on Saturday night, baby. Yeah, plug us out of here.
Saturday, Wednesday, 4. Give us a like on YouTube, please. It really helps us out.
Please!
5-star review wherever you hear us, whether it be Spotify, Stitcher, anything. If you have anything nice to
Yes.
say, please don't say it at all. Also, follow DNVR Rapids for all the fun stuff. Interact with us. Have fun with us. Give us your score predictions when we put our score predictions. We love that.
Please.
I go at night just reading your guys' score predictions.
Thank you.
So please, guys,
I do
just
too.
interact.
Yeah, we love that. Dwayne, what do you got to plug?
Happy birthday, Mitch's mom.
Shout out.
The whole villain arc.
Jesus Christ. Rapid man. Holy rapid man. Guys, make sure you get your Die Hard membership at thednvr.com. It gets you into the Discord channels. It gets you a discount at the bar. It gets you free merch. It gets you behind the paywall so you can see cool shit like the list during the Nuggets playoffs. Adam Mara's video breakdown special.
Gives you specials on food, right?
Gives you 15% off your bar tab.
Which
And
is
merch
dope
and
during
events.
the
And
playoffs.
20% off merch. And free merch. You get early access to tickets like our golf event tomorrow. You could have signed up first as a diehard. And it's sold out. So maybe you missed it. So make sure that you get that set up. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Follow DNVR_sports and _rapids and all the others. We truly appreciate it. But more important than all of that, baby, up the pits.
Woo!